Pode começar. Estamos ao vivo. Podemos começar, doutora Kira.
Hein?
Podemos começar, já está ao vivo.
Então, alô? Tá funcionando agora?
Hello, is it working now? Oh my. I wanted to call our director, Maurício Zoma, to the table, to the round table.
Não. É porque quem vai sentar aí são nossos convidados, nossos.
Our guests are going to sit there, but I wanted you to be here to honor the symposium and the closure of this session. So this is the final session, and we have many people with many expectations, because this is the closure session, and we're going to close with awards. And this year, we have 8 awards, 8, 9 awards. I only know about 8, but tell me about the 9th one. And for the 3 main awards that we have, Oswaldo Cruz Award, Carlos Chagas Award, and what is the other? And Alcides Godoy Award. Many people don't know who Alcides Godoy was, but it's the street in front of Biomanguinhos. He was the researcher who developed the Manqueira vaccine, the first patent of vaccine in Brazil, and who provided the creation of a research fund that Oswaldo Cruz used to develop this institution, Alcides Godoy. And we are going to award 3 young talents for us to motivate and incentivize the young talents who are the future of this institution. We have the Sergio Arauca Award. I don't have to mention who he was. Evandro Chagas, a great physician and researcher on tropical diseases. He named the Evandro Chagas Institute, and Henrique de Azevedo Pena, who names our building, our production building, where we have the factory of the COVID-19 vaccine. And a few people know who Henrique de Azevedo Pena was. He was the main researcher who worked with the researchers of Oswaldo Cruz Foundation in scaling up the production of yellow fever disease. So he was able to scale up the yellow fever vaccine here in the Rockefeller Pavilion in 37. He was Henrique Azevedo Pena, one of the awards, and we have the popular award. There was a vote, I don't know how it happened, and we have another award, the 8th one to me, that is the virtual game that was created this year. And I'm calling here our director because the 3 first ones, they are an award that is paying money, and our director is sponsoring that. So our institution is sponsoring that. So here's the director to honor that. And we have this honorable mentioning, that is the committee that evaluated the posters, because it was very hard, because they found many excellent works, and they came to the conclusion that we can't ignore these works, and they proposed this highlight. So we have this honorable mention, 3 honorable mentions, okay? for us to know that we are well, that we've had many good works in the process. Therefore, I'd like to call to the stage Professor Dr. Daniel Pacheco Lacerda from Unicinos, Dr. Maria Cristina Brandileone, our old friend and microbiologist who contributed for the knowledge of the pneumonia virus and meningitis virus, Marco Antônio Stefanos from USP, the University of São Paulo, Maria Notomi Sato, also from the University of São Paulo, and Paulo Sato, who is the director of Butantan Institute, Pauli Ho. And I'd like to thank this group. They've been working for over 15 days online and here as well. In the 3 days, we have intensive exchange, personal exchanges to define the best awards. And I'd like to thank this group for this wonderful work they've been developing. And you have the floor. So before I give the floor to our independent committee to evaluate the awards, I'd like to thank the presence of Dr. Akira and Mauricio here, but we're going to start with our online app award because we have this hybrid event and the great bulk of our participants are watching us through the app from their offices, their homes, and on the app we had some activities that only happened in the app. So before our expected award concerning the posters, I'd like to invite to the stage Cynthia Nunes to announce the result of our activity with the virtual games in the Innovation Hub activities this morning. Cynthia, please come to the stage. Good afternoon, everyone. It was a great pleasure to have the opportunity to have this Hub Innovation session with this cake game online. It's an innovation that we brought to our event, and it was very successful. We had a positive feedback concerning the game, and we're going to bring now the great winner. In reality, the winners were the participants of group number 8, Ale Pereira, Rosana Andrade, Rayana, and Rayane. The 4 were from group 8, and we're going to have a draw because one of them is going to receive the award. So now we have the draw, and the great winner is Rosana Andrade. Are you there, Rosana?
Gente, eu vou anunciar aqui o prêmio da
I'm
Rosana.
going to announce Rosana's award, that is a stay at the Prodigy Hotel for her to enjoy. And you're all invited for the next online game, of course.
E um agradecimento para a nossa equipe também que
And
montou.
a special thanks to the team who put together this game. It was something new for this event, and everybody liked that. It was really great.
Outra participação que
Another
tivemos
participation that we had in the virtual modality
foi, deixa eu achar,
was, let me find it here,
o Play to Win.
the play to win.
O aplicativo, se você estiver na
At the
oportunidade,
app, if you had the opportunity to access it,
já acessou, tinha
we had
momento de jogo
a space for a game as well, another type of game.
que tinha algumas perguntas
And
relacionadas
we had some questions concerning subjects that would be treated in the event, in the different speeches and by the different sponsors. And people answered about that. And it was not enough to answer right, but they had to answer quickly. And we have a winner who had the right answer faster. He is Felipe Castignano.
O Felipe está online.
Felipe, is Felipe online?
Não temos o Felipe online agora.
We don't have Felipe online right now in the session, but we would like to thank his presence in our event and for his participation in the game. Another activity that all of our guests and participants of this event had the opportunity to do was to access the posters and identify and mark the best ones. Which one did you like best? So we called this award the Popular Jury Award. The participants chose the best work. And it was quite a battle, but the winner was the poster OTR 01 by Adriana de Souza Azevedo Soares. Is Adriana here? She's online. Wonderful. Congratulations, Adriana. Would you like to say something? Thank you so much, everyone. I'm so happy. So on behalf of my team and everyone who worked in our lab at LATEV, not only was this poster that had a poster with the participation of LATEV, but also with Sevan helping in the validation of the test. So we are very happy with this win. Thank you so much. We are very proud to be part of Biomanguinhos. Thank you so much. Congratulations, Adriana. Thank you. Now we can give the floor to the independent committee to hear from the final results on the posters. Danielle, please. You may use the podium. Thank you, everyone. It's always a great pleasure. I'm talking on behalf of our independent committee of evaluation. It's always a pleasure to be in Biomanguinhos and to have the opportunity to read and evaluate these works, learning in every session and in our discussions as well. We've been facing challenging times and developing these research works. It's an extra challenge that was imposed during this time. So we would like to tell you that having to award with the honorable mentions, it was a sign that we had excellent works. It was so hard for us to select the awarded. It doesn't happen every time this kind of honorable mention award. So I'd like to thank Dr. Akira Biomanguinhos and also the director of Biomanguinhos. And I'd like to start with the honorable mention award. I'm going to start with the the three winners, and then I'm going to invite Dr. And one of the three awards was the benefits of hypothetic leadership, a case study about the development, LATEF. The second work is the cellular response elicited by CHAdO1 in COVID-19, AstraZeneca vaccine in a cohort of Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, with or without previous SARS-CoV-2 infection. By Tamires Amor da Costa Barros. The previous one was Liliane Regina Ovan, and then Bio05, ERP interaction, antiferon effect of bovine lactoferrin, by Caroline Augusto Barros. I'd like to invite Mr. Arthur Couto to give the awards. Tamires was awarded. Tamires Amor da Costa Barros. Tamires, please receive the award in person.
Liliane Regina Ivan.
Liliane Regina Ivan. Tamires. Thank you.
Liliane Regina.
Liliane Regina Ivan.
Só tem defeito, ela é fluminense. O resto é perfeito, né? Olha aí. Peraí.
Caroline Augusto Barros.
Caroline Augusto Barros.
Obrigado, Arthur.
Obrigado.
Thank you, everyone. So once more, I'd like to congratulate you for the honorable mention. Now we're going to start with the Young Talent Award, and the first award is Henrique de Azevedo Pena. This award is a tribute to Henrique de Azevedo Pena, a physician from Rockefeller Foundation who worked with Evandro Chagas, the first to report the visceral leishmanios in Brazil. He made important changes in the technique of the fabrication of the yellow fever vaccine. And the winner is by Emmanuel Arthur Albuquerque Aragão.
Eu iria anunciar os três. Eu já chamo, então, para entregar o prêmio a senhora Rosane Kuber.
And I'd like to call Mrs. Rosane Kuber to hand the award.
Por favor. Pode tirar, tira do envelope. Isso, pode me dar o envelope. Envelope. O segundo prêmio Jovem
The
Talento
second award is Evandro Chagas Award. Evandro Chagas was a physician and scientist from Brazil, the first son of Carlos Chagas. He brought meaningful contributions for the Chagas disease and visceral disease.
undergraduate health science students are not immunized as they should. E o vencedor é Samuel
The winner is Samuel Estoliar de Vilenha Machado.
O terceiro prêmio
The third award
é o prêmio Sergio Arauca.
is Sergio Arauca Award. Sergio Arauca was a sanitation physician and a congressman in Brazil. He debated and presented innovative proposals for the field of science, technology, and health. He's known for his contribution for this, the unified health system and the article of the Brazilian Constitution from 1988 that guarantees the health care as a right to everyone. So it's a right for every Brazilian. He was the president of Fiocruz in 1985. And the winner is the
Determination of neutralizing antibodies to SARS-CoV-2 by recombinant pseudovirus methodology in a cohort of patients with mild to moderate infection and or vaccinated. E o autor é Sara Aparecida.
And the author is Sara Aparecida Rodrigues Sergio.
Obrigado, Rosane.
Thank you, Rosane.
Muito bem. Vamos para os
Well,
prêmios.
let's go to the main awards. And the main award is Alcides Godoy. Alcides Godoy was a physician. He entered at IOC in 1903, and he was one of the great collaborators of Oswaldo Cruz. In 1906, he discovered the vaccine against the disease known as peste da mangueira in Brazil. And HORT3
Trypanosoma cruzi infection and improves the cardiac performance. E o autor é Roberto Rodrigues.
The author is Roberto Rodrigues Ferreira.
Convido o senhor Sotiris.
I invite Mr. Sotiris Misadilis to hand the award to Roberto Ferreira. I'm online. Can I say thank you here? Congratulations. Thank you. I'd like to thank the organization and the jurors for this opportunity. Thank you so much.
O seu microfone está fechado aí.
Your mic is closed. Roberto, can you hear me now? Yes, we can. In reality, I'd like to thank the organization and the jurors for this opportunity, for this award. I'd like to thank my supervisors and Mariana Vagabi and Tania Araújo Jorge, who idealized all this process, and we worked together in these last years in our functional genomic and bioinformatic lab. And I'd like to thank a lot for this opportunity, and I'd like to thank Ana Monteiro, who has been supporting us concerning the posters and all the process. Thank you so much.
Convido o Dr. Akira Roma.
I'd like to invite Dr. Akira Roma for handing the award Carlos Chagas, who was a sanitation physician, microbiologist, and parasitologist. He worked as a researcher and clinician. He dedicated his career to researching malaria and Chagas disease, caused by Trypanosoma crucis, that is honoring our friend Oswaldo Cruz. He received the title of Doctor Honoris Causa by Harvard, Paris, and Bruxelles universities. He is known from his triple discovery of this Chagas disease. He is the American trypanosomonas. The winner
Waste Valorization through Sustainable Management at the Instituto de Tecnologia de Imunobiológicos Biomanguinhos, a case study, do autor Raul Gonçalves Severo.
Congratulations. Thank you. And lastly, the great award of this event, of this ceremony, is the Oswaldo Cruz Award. Oswaldo Cruz was a physician, a scientist, a bacteriologist, an epidemiologist, and sanitated. He is considered the person who changed Brazil with his unresting mind. He graduated in medicine, and he was the pioneer in his studies about the tropical diseases and experimental medicine in Brazil in 1902. He took over this Serum Institute in Brazil, which he transformed into Fiocruz. He founded the Science Academy in 1906. He was awarded in Berlin in 1907. And the great winner is
Evaluation of antitumor activity of 5-RNA interference in conjunction for the treatment of breast cancer in nude mice, da autora Ana Beatriz.
The author is Ana Beatriz Teixeira Frederico. I'd like to invite Mr. Mauricio Zuma to hand her the award.
Pode, acho que.
tarde.
Hi, good afternoon,
Good
everyone. I
afternoon.
would like
I'd
to
like to
thank the
thank the
organization,
organization,
the
the
judges for this
jurors for
award.
this
It's very
award.
motivating for
It's
me. It's great
very
to be here right now.
satisfying
And
to
I
be
would like to
here at this
thank
precise moment. I'd like
the
to
team that helped me
to
develop this
thank our
project,
team,
Daniele, Ana Paula,
Daniele,
and
Ana
Tatiane,
Paula,
who's online
Tatiana.
today.
Thank you so much,
Thank you so much
everyone
for
from
everyone.
our lab. Thank you so much. Mauricio, I'd like to thank you one more time for all the support, all the infrastructure that is fantastic. And I give you the floor for closing this event with Dr. Akira. Thank you so much. Hello, everyone. We are reaching the end of our 6th International Symposium on Immunobiologicals. We are very happy with the results that we were able to reach after several lectures. We started with that wonderful choir, and then we had many events, many activities, speakers, roundtables, and we are now wrapping up with the judging committee and with the award of all of the works. Dr. Akira is going to bring some data concerning the event, but I have no doubt that it was a success again. So besides all of the work that the organization had, it's also due to the participation of everyone, either face-to-face or virtually. All this interaction among those who were watching and those who were participating in the different lectures, those who presented works. This participation is very important. That will guarantee the success of our event and that incentivize our field of science and technology to develop our country. We are very happy with this moment, with everything that we were able to reach during this event. We had some news that was easy, that those small courses at the virtual platform in the first 2 days, bringing basic concepts on biotechnology. The idea is to incentivize students and professionals who are not from this field. I believe it was very cool to have this novelty in our event. And let's give continuity to that with different topics in the next edition of this event. Our seminar, although it's wrapping up, we are still going to have a webinar, right, Gisele? A webinar that has no date to happen, but we are going to timely tell you about that, and you're all invited to participate in the seminar. We hope that the next edition has no restrictions so that we can have a full house with the face-to-face participation. I think this is important to have this interaction among people face-to-face, but also we will maintain the hybrid format because most certainly the virtual format enables this greater participation. People who are not able to be present here for many reasons because they are in other countries that they can't come here. We believe this is important to have their participation. And the trend is to maintain this virtual mode in a hybrid format with face-to-face and virtual transmissions, enhancing face-to-face, but also the online format. I think that I only would like to thank you all. I would like to start by thanking this committee. They've been supporting us for many years. We know that it could seem easy to judge, but it's a complex work, and that must generate a lot of debate. We do not participate, but I believe you discuss a lot until you are able to find, especially due to the quality of the works, right? You said that it's very hard to select the best, right? So thank you so much for participating, for supporting us. We hope to count on you for the next edition as well. You're already invited for the next one, supporting us. I'd like to thank every participant, those face-to-face who were here in the previous days, those watching virtually who couldn't be here. Thank you so much for participating. I'd like to thank many people. I will thank our sponsors, Sanofi, Citiva, Roche, DMP, AstraZeneca, GSK, Sartorius, Thermo Fisher, Bionovis, Qiagen. I would like to thank for your support. It's a huge support, and I'm sure that next year we are going to have a greater support. Our event is growing, we need more support. So we count on other sponsors, but I'd like to thank for your support. I'd like to thank as well everyone who participated in the organization. It was a lot of work. The company who supported us in this organization, Ascom, Gisele, who was responsible for all the organization since the beginning. And Dr. Akira, of course, who is the coordinator of everything. He's our guru and who is giving sense to what we are going to have in our event. Thank you, Mr. Dr. Akira. And I'd like to invite you to come to the next event, the next edition. We have a scheduled date. It's always on our anniversary. So next year in May, around May 4, you're invited for the next edition of the 7th symposium. Thank you so much, everyone. I'd like to invite Dr. Akira to give his final words as the greater coordinator of this event. Please, Mr. Akira.
Thank you, Mauricio. I don't want to repeat everything that you've already said. I would just basically say I would like to compliment this event because we had a few innovations during this event. We had mini courses with the participation of students. And based on people's reaction and information that I got, this was a really successful mini course. People were very interested in the topics that were offered. So in this sense, I would like to ask everyone for suggestions that you may have to improve or to perfect the symposium. We are open to open your suggestions. And I would like to personally thank the whole scientific committee. We have a scientific committee that discusses the topics. And we had also the external judging committee that had a very complex activity to do in judging projects. You know, sometimes just a small difference in points between the project they were judging. And if we have more in-person events, then if we end up doing a hybrid event, then we have to think about how to improve the interaction. because a great result of this event was the interaction between people, the exchange of information and the sharing of information. We all need to be known because there are a lot of people that we don't know. So this event is an opportunity for people to get to know each other. So I think it's important for us to have this event in person to have more interaction. But if this event continues to be a hybrid event, then we need to improve the presentation of material, especially the posters that are presented, because I think this is something that should be done in person. At least that's the opinion that I heard. And again, this is so that we can have more interaction. So basically, I endorse Mauricio's words. I don't want to repeat everything that he said. But above all, I would like to thank the support staff, people from ASCOM, the people from Colab, Ana and her folks, and Gisele Correa Miranda, who helped us and who worked really hard during this whole process. So that's it, guys. Thank you. And we hope to have you here again next time.
Foi um prazer.
Acabou? Acabou, mano? E aí, mano? Acabou?
Encerramos a sessão. Foi um prazer a todos e parabéns a todos.